Ladies and gentlemen,
All right, we're live.
I want to thank our head of maintenance here, Dan Gray is here. Dan McNamara, thank you very much for
First one was better.
making the decorating decisions. He picked out the colors and the draperies in our chamber, and I think he did a beautiful job. We've now got the patio doors that go out onto a veranda, and there's some sunlight in here. So I really want to thank him. He worked hard at this. It took him a lot of time, a lot of thought, and the craftsmen that we hired did a great job. So thank you, Dan.
Very good. Great job.
Okay. Whenever you guys ready.
Okay, we'll call to order our cow August 4th, 2026 at 5:30 p.m. Okay. Resolution 2627-19. Resolution adopting the minutes from the last council. That is fine. Resolution 2627-20, Alderman Marticello.
We're gonna give the SPCA, it's a $7,000 increase from last year. So we discussed this, but Mayor and I talked about it over and.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mayor.
The problem is that, what do you call the animals they pick up, and what's the term for that, Joe? No.
Feral animal.
No. What they call the term they use for dogs that get brought and don't get picked up. There's been a big problem at the SPCA, not just here, but nationwide.
Like
where animals
abandoned dogs, abandoned?
Not abandoned, but there's been no reclamations of dogs. They're being brought to the SPCA, and I don't want to say redemptions because that's the wrong thing. But people are not coming to pick up their dogs, and they're not able to distribute the strays. So as a result, they met with me several months ago, actually, to talk about the fact that they needed more money from the city to handle the number of dogs that they have to count for longer periods of time. And it was a significant increase. I did not smile when they told me about it. You know, I asked for facts, they gave me the facts, but it's a lot of money. It's a big increase, but there's a real problem nationwide that they're having with, since COVID, as a matter of fact, where people are bringing dogs to the SPCA, they're picking, our animal control officer is picking up stray dogs, and no one is claiming them. So that was the biggest driver of this. That plus, of course, their utility bills are higher, et cetera, et cetera. But they don't have the space they need to take care of all of our dogs and also others as well. So we have to pay more for the space, is basically what they're telling me.
This might be a crazy question, but do you think that there's a lack of education regarding, hey, are you missing your dog? Maybe check in with the SPCA kind of thing, right? Like,
is
is there anything we could do as a city to kind of promote, like,
I believe
not
they
promote,
do, but do you own a dog? Do you have
I used to.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's
So I
just
don't-
kids now, so it's.
Yeah, I know that if anything ever happened to my wife's dog, she'd be over the SPCA in about a second.
Right. Not
and
everyone.
It's a situation where I think, it's nationwide, so it isn't just Amsterdam.
It's true.
These animals are being.
The reason why they have a license is in the event you lose your dog.
That's true too, yeah.
Call City Hall to see if anybody's found
You
their
got a
dog.
tag.
And they got a tag.
And state-
Mhm.
But anytime, believe me, I see them.
All kinds of efforts.
They abandon,
I would add,
they abandon.
we do
Sure.
have, so the police department, we encounter a stray dog, especially after hours, the animal control officer. We have had great success with just posting to social media as a network of
Cool.
other care agencies and other pet places that will share our posts. So we do get a lot of dogs where, yes, there is an owner that is looking for them. We're able to get that quickly and even get the dog right back to them or pick it up at headquarters. But we have seen people that dump their dog from a neighboring community, so no one recognizes it. It's not, right, if you're the owner of the dog and you want your dog, you find
You're
it,
gonna
you get it back. A lot of these dogs is an unfortunate situation where they come from a different community, bring them here, drop them, and go.
And when I spoke to the officers of the SPCA regarding this increase, I had Gina Klein come over. Does a fantastic job. She knows animals in our city better than anyone, and she confirmed all the facts and figures that they were giving me in terms of the number of days that our dogs were now being kept versus what they used to be kept, et cetera. And she agreed that, it's really an issue. She's doing all she can, but, that's why I brought this in front of you tonight, it's such an increase.
Is this the same increase that we approved during the budget?
I believe it is.
Yes.
It has that
Matches up
number,
with
right,
that.
Louise?
Okay,
Louise, I believe we had that number
so
in the
it's
budget.
contractual to catch up with what we approved. Okay, yeah, because we discussed it at length.
Yes, we did.
Good.
Okay. Jimmy, you're done?
Yes,
Okay. Resolution 2627-21, resolution authorizing the mayor to renew a lease agreement with New York State Senate for Senator Patricia A. Fahey's district office at City Hall.
Yeah, Senator Fahey's office is again leasing an office space here at City Hall. As a matter of fact, I think this goes beyond her term. It's going to, hopefully she gets reelected, but again, it's going to be the office for Amsterdam's representative in the state Senate, regardless of who's going to, so they're doing it through 2030.
30, from January 2027 to
Yeah,
December
the
31st.
only issue here is they have more paperwork than God when it comes to having to sign a lease on that. But we're very grateful that they're going to still have their presence here at City Hall. It's a convenient thing for our residents.
Resolution 2627-22. Mr. Marcel.
yes, the tugboat are down at the Riverlink Park. As you can see, we received it in November 23rd. Now the Canal Corporation would like us to take over ownership of it.
Thank you.
It's on our property, okay?
We accepted it. Dan, we were trying to get a grant and we had an issue that blocked our ability to get a grant to paint that and do.
It had been a line item in a larger grant that we were gonna apply for. And the larger grant, just the scope of the grant didn't quite fit the.
Well, we still need to do that because originally when they brought us the tender, the state official who actually accompanied the tender to Amsterdam spoke with me for about a half an hour regarding, he said, apply for this grant, which we did. This was before you were here, Dan, I believe, when it came in. And we didn't get it. He said, "You guarantee you're going to get it. It'll be enough to paint. We're going to build a deck around it so that it could be really used as what we hoped it would be, a tourist attraction." So we're going to continue to try and do that, but we didn't get that grant. So it's sitting there right now. Mike, you found some batteries in there, correct?
Quite a few batteries, yeah.
Which we have to get rid of as well.
That boat was originally diesel powered. Sometime in the past dozen years or so, they converted it to an electric motor, and there's a huge number of batteries.
So we're going to address those batteries and continue to search for a grant to try and make that what we envisioned it to be when we took it on. But now they want us to take it over officially, so it's going to be ours. Jimmy, if you got room in your backyard.
Yeah, I'd like to have it, just not getting it there.
No, it will be nice. We just got to keep working at it.
Okay. Resolution 2627-23, resolution authorizing contract renewal, Municipal Solutions, Alderman.
Yes,
Marcelo.
Municipal Solutions is a company that we've been in contract with since 2008. And it's a company that the Controller's Office utilizes for when we go out for bonds, vans. And what they do is they go out and find the lowest interest on these vans. And they bring them back to us. So when they say we're gonna bond something, we're going to take out a note, right, Louise? And that's what they do.
And Louise, you've been happy with them?
Very much so.
And they also provide advice and counsel regarding how to finance our projects, so.
Thank you. Resolution 2627-24, resolution authorizing new renewal period for 5-year contract with New York State Unified Court System.
Chief Spencer, you want to talk about this at all?
Yeah, this is, we're up, we usually do it in 5-year increments, so we're coming up on that milestone. The court system is located in the Public Safety Building on the 2nd floor. They have a few offices, and we provide locker room space for their personnel, the court officers, and offices for both of the city court judges. So this is a continuation of an agreement and relationship that we've had longstanding, and it's continuing to work out for everybody.
Wonderful. Any other questions? Okay, thank you, Chief. Resolution 2627-25, resolution scheduling public hearing to consider submission of an application under New York State Community Development Block Grant. Alderman Carpenter.
This is for 24 Willow Street, and I believe it was the last meeting that we passed a resolution to become the seeker. Right, did I say that right?
Yeah.
This is for the cleanup and remediation of it, for us to apply for the HCR grant. Is anything else, Dan?
Yeah, this is for the public hearing.
The public hearing,
So
right?
next meeting, we'll have the public hearing and then adopt the seeker.
August 18th at 5:55.
So the next step to be able to apply it for the public hearing, this will be that.
And Dan, is this gonna be, is this connected to the county funding?
This is, the county funding is the brownfield money.
Okay.
So that's to do testing, this is to clean up.
Very good.
Resolution 2627-26, resolution authorizing interfund loans for upgrades to Shuttleworth Park. Alderman Holliday.
Great, thank you. I could speak on this, but Luis, do you have more information? I mean,
Well, we've been awarded a grant,
sure.
as we often are, and it's a reimbursement grant, so this is just a way of avoiding having to borrow the funds. We're just sort of just lending the funds from one fund to another fund internally so that we can, move forward with this initiative, and then we will be reimbursed by DASNY.
Right.
Eventually.
We've spent approximately half of the money on the scoreboard. And we have other projects up there that have not started yet. We're waiting for the state contract on this $520,000 grant. We've been assured in a letter from Alderman Santa Barbara, Assemblyman Santa Barbara's office, that the money is coming, but we don't have the contract in place yet. So, but already half of the proceeds have been spent, and we're working on the other half.
Wonderful, thank you.
Do you know what the other items are on that?
Yeah, we have a big project with softball. I
great.
think it's about 90,000.
They need a
We
lot
have
of
some,
work.
we have some pickleball work to do. Mike, do you know what else is going on up there?
Is Shuttleworth.
Yeah, pickleball, softball, Chuck Trail.
Oh, that's right,
So
yeah.
those are the three
They were
major.
talking about that.
Cool. Be an awesome place for the Chuck Trail to go through. Love it.
Thank you. Resolution 2627-27, Alderman Carpenter.
Okay, this is a resolution. Now, if you remember last year, the property company, Five Corners Development and NPR Group applied for an HCR grant. The HCR grant was denied at that time, and they're reapplying this year for the development of the 66 affordable housing senior units at 1719 Edward Street, where the old mill used to be. This is the one that we talked about before the meeting where we needed to change the date on the second whereas to 2026. 2023 was incorrect. And it's just for the council to support this project for the HCR application.
Resolution 2627-28, resolution approving recommendations from the Amsterdam Property Disposition Committee and authorizing sale of 2 parcels. Alderman Carpenter.
So this is for 21 Second Avenue and 11 Edson Street. The 21 Second Avenue is going to go for $1,000, and I'm going to let Mayor Sinquani tell us what Mithili's last name is, because I cannot pronounce it.
Well, no, they, again, both of these parcels are being sold to parties that expressed an interest in purchasing them. We put them out for bid through the Property Disposition Committee. These were the high bidders on each of those properties. And the Property Disposition Committee voted unanimously to recommend to the council that they sell these 2 properties to these 2 bidders. They're both going to be maintained as vacant lots. They're going to be, of course, maintained, which they are not right now. One of these is going to the the golf cart company, and they do a great job with their property.
And it's virtually right next door to the golf cart company, where the Phillies is right next door to a house she owns on Vanderveer.
Right, so we expect to see an improvement, in, right now, we're cutting them. We won't have to cut them any longer, but we hope in both cases they are maintained.
Any questions? They're both very good people, very good lots.
Okay, resolution 2627-29, resolution approving the audit. The audit is fine. We have consent, 2627-30, resolution awarding contract for the PIN 2650.58 Amsterdam Pedestrian Safety Project. Alderman Marcelo.
I think, Dan, you explained it very well in your email, on what this whole project is about. Is this the one about the sidewalks in East End? down in, down on Main Street?
Yes, so this is,
Sidewalks, road program, lights. Yes, you explained, but go ahead.
so this is the Complete Streets project. It is where we put it out to bid. We got bids back July 24th. Becky Joints Align LLC came in as a low bid, and this is to do the improvements for Main Street,
Sidewalks.
the sidewalks, the lighting, and do the paving, do the part from the mall to where Stewart's is on the other side, to do some improvements on Bridge Street, and then do some improvements along Schuyler Street, which will allow us to eventually close down the Route 5 eastbound corridor.
It's gonna be a big project, because right now they're already starting, I'm already starting to get compliments on, well, I see people working on down there, and the parking, the paving, the sidewalks, the street lighting, all this is gonna be a big improvement, especially that one area. So thank you very much for all those, Mayor, thank you very much. And thank you, Dan. Engineer, thank you.
Okay, resolution 2627-31, consent. Resolution budget transfer recreation, Alderman Holliday.
Cool, so, this is a tree removal expense that was originally not in the operating budget. So we're just kind of moving some money around.
And the boardwalk
The
splash
boardwalk
pad.
splash pad.
Okay. That's true, yeah, they're removing of the paint,
Where
making it
was the tree?
safe.
So we are,
Where was the tree located?
I don't know,
Probably the one at, the Spring
I didn't get a
Pines,
phone call on
The
this one.
sassafras, yeah. I think it's the sassafras one. If I had to guess, what would cost $15,000, that's a big
That
tree.
was a big tree. All right. All right, that concludes our agenda. Mayor?
I had a couple things for the golf and recreation.
Okay.
I got an email from, one of the Arnold Avenue neighbors commending Recreation Department on the work that they did at the Arnold Avenue Park, paint and the cement around it, and then also the fence. So that was great to hear that the neighborhood is taking some pride in that. And then on Sunday, the golf course, the Muni Golf Foundation had a family tournament, and Alderman Marticello and I were both in it.
Yes.
Yes.
And Alderman Quist taught me how to golf.
It was a lot of fun. And it's been subsidized by the foundation and by some of the other groups that donate for youth sports. And I hope, they're gonna have 2 more. And I hope people will join that. But, there was a marshmallow hitting contest, and Alderman Marticello beat me. He hit the marshmallow further than I did. But that was really great to see some
the
activity
foundation
up
is doing a
there,
great job.
the work that they're doing and the improvements. And then it was the only day that golf course wasn't underwater
That's right.
this week. So there's been a lot of that in the city. And I know that the DPW's been working hard to get things cleared up and public safety, keeping our roads safe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna piggyback on that. I was gonna talk about the flooding. We came out of it basically well. I'm sure Michael will address it further. But again, I know our DPW was out there all night. Our police department, our fire department, everyone was out there working there was a lot of water. This city cannot swallow that much water. The thing that really amazed me was that the old Brookside exterior reservoir filled up and overflowed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of rain. So, thank you, everybody, all the city employees who worked, very, very hard to try and mitigate those problems, and they did a good job, and Mike will let you go from there.
And Mike, can you just piggyback on what Kelly said? The golf course, a lot of people were inquiring, I know Kelly got calls too, on the golf cart pass. Can you give us an update about that?
Well, yeah, sure. I've actually got that in my report. So we have that project, it's being bid right now. I have, it's advertised. I have a pre-bid meeting tomorrow. There's been quite a turnout. I think we've got 6 or 7 plant holders. And I have, since a pre-bid meeting tomorrow, anybody that I'm gonna accept their bid from has gotta show up, because it's not like paving a street, a little more particular, and access is crucial, so we don't tear the place up in the process of fixing the paths. Bid openings next Monday, which the mayor and I talked, probably don't wanna wait until the next meeting because time is of the essence at this point, so hoping for a quick special meeting next week to award whoever's gonna do that, contractor who's ever gonna do that work. But we wanna turn that around and get it going as soon as we can. Going through the steps. In other news,
Mike, I just want to interrupt. I want to announce that, I think most of you know that Senator Fahey did provide us with a grant. And as part of that project, it's going to fix the paths, but it's also going to make it possible for us to have a cross-country ski loop this summer or this winter, which will be about 1 mile in length. And Joe and Brightview and Joe and the foundation had worked together, and the Golf Commission, I should say, to have that done. But I want to thank Senator Fahey for that contribution. It's going to make the golf course a much more of a season-round or year-round venue.
Is there gonna be a rental shop there?
But yeah, we have skates now. I mean, no, we have skates, but we're gonna also bring our ice skating rink. I'm sorry.
Cool.
We do not rent cross-country skis, but that's a
Okay.
possibility.
Cool.
All right, Mike, I'm sorry, go ahead.
okay, you remember at the last meeting, we passed a resolution authorizing us to enter into the intermunicipal, or revised intermunicipal agreement with the town of Amsterdam for sewer. That's fully executed now. As a requirement of that, and also of DEC, we are upgrading, or right now, we're upsizing a line on Henrietta between Guy Park and Stewart, called 15-inch. It'll be a couple-week project at least. We've committed a lot of our forces to it. It's a joint venture. The town has brought in a lot of the materials for us for backfill, and they're providing trucking and hauling out all the spoils, which is a huge help. And again, it's one of the requirements. It gets us back in the good standing with DEC, and does the same for the town. Also,
Just one
yeah,
more.
sure.
Irene, remember the odor on Stewart Street of backed up sewer gas?
Yes.
This, right, Mike?
That's what this should, so you've got Stewart Street is 12-inch line. Everything above it's 15-inch line.
So-
Almost all the water, wastewater from the town of Amsterdam, all the way up Route 30, comes to the golf course, down along the edge and into that line. And when down that steep hill, when it hits that smaller line, it pressurizes it.
Right.
That's also why you may or may not have seen some levitating manholes when we had some really high water last week. Because they're flowing, it actually pressurized it.
Right.
It pushes that gas ahead of it, and it goes out where, because some of our catch basins are tied in, and it'll vent on certain conditions. Henrietta is one of them. South side, it also occurs as well, periodically on Broadway when there's heavy flow from Beachtown. Anyway, is gonna increase the capacity and hopefully reduce or eliminate that, the methane odor.
I know the residents of, I was up there 2 nights, 3 years ago, and we're walking around trying to figure out where the smell is coming from. And now we know, we're hoping this is gonna resolve that, so.
Could that be over like on Ramsey and Francisco too, off of
In a lot
Van
of
Dyke?
places,
Yeah,
yes, you can get it.
that would make sense from the town.
Yes, sir, go ahead, Mike.
I also mentioned, Dan already covered it, and folks have discussed the resolution, 2 bids received for the complete streets project. I've tabulated them in the report. We now have approval from HCR to advertise for bid for the lead service line project. We're gonna do that this week. That's gonna be a 3-week period, and I expect to open bids on August 28th. And so the reality of that is, by the end of September, it's late in the season, but we'll be hopefully mobilizing a contractor to do those services. Southside Boardwalk splash pad is open. That's good news. It actually looks really nice and people seem to enjoy it. And what else was I gonna mention to you? And the road program is still underway, and I still expect Del Sigma in here shortly to begin paving. I think where they're gonna be, first is on the longest streets that have the least, have the most milling and the least amount of structures, so the upper piece of Market Street. Sloan is another one, I believe all the concrete work is done there, and that's a large, heavy quantity street in terms of tons of asphalt. The last one that's gonna get done, and I'm hoping the timing works out, is Northampton. I expect it will. National Grid's making good progress. And again, they're replacing low-pressure gas line all the way from its intersection with Guy Park all the way to Route 30. And from Van Dyke up, they're also running a parallel medium pressure line, which is gonna serve that area, and it actually should help boost pressure to sections of the city, like our Golf Course Clubhouse, for example. We're off a low pressure line, but it's because at dead ends, Grid has told me that in the winter, they bump pressures up through the regulators so you get adequate flow. It's gonna help that area, it's gonna help that entire area with that. So as soon as they're done with that, I expect to be right behind them and repave that entire.
Thank you.
That's about a mile of road, actually.
Call the meeting to order, please stand for a pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alderwoman Quistamar. Here. Alderman Holliday.
Here.
Alderwoman Collins. Here. Alderman Carpenter.
Here.
Alderman Marticello.
Here,
Motion to adopt the agenda. Motion to
Oh,
adopt.
sorry. Motion to adopt the agenda with 11 resolutions and 2 consents.
Okay.
Call the roll.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter. Alderman Marticello.
aye,
Alderwoman Quistamar.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
We have no proclamations this evening, and no communications and presentations, I'm thinking. There's only 2 people out there in the public, and I don't think either one of them wants to talk to us tonight. But if you do, now's the time. But I would like to ask our fire chief, Agresta, could you talk a little bit about the fire? In the paper, we talked about some of the, there were 5 firefighters who required treatment. Could you just go through that a little bit and tell council, explain what?
There was a fire on Saturday. Temperatures were extremely warm. The fire was extremely hot. The house structure had a lot of contents in it, and it was just a very hot fire where the initial attack crews were going through their 2nd bottle, and on some cases we're getting into a 3rd bottle. We had evaluations and rehab on scene, had an ankle injury, and another fire go to the hospital for treatment.
And they're all good? Everybody's healthy, hanging in there? I know you did a great job, they did a great job on the fire, we appreciate that.
Yeah,
Chief
there were some
Spencer,
animals lost,
Yeah.
investigations, still getting, finished up, and I think actually even on the way back or shortly after that, after fueling up, they encountered a red-tailed hawk and, found the red-tailed hawk and was able to contact DEC and get the, hawk, placed into where it should be. So we didn't even need the SPCA.
What would that cost?
they would have charged us. Chief Spencer, you guys
No, it
had
wasn't
a
a
drug
street.
raid, you wanna talk about that a little
They
bit?
passed it in the
Yes,
street.
yep. The other morning, we had a culmination of a very long investigation into narcotics trafficking, and, it led us to the main target of the investigation, who his name was charged in the press release. It was an A1 felony, the highest felony there is for drug trafficking. A considerable amount of narcotics, 26 ounces of cocaine, along with the weapon, secondary co-conspirators, different houses. So it really is it's a good chunk of a network of drug distribution, not just in our city, but into neighboring cities as well. So I'm very, very pleased with the results of the investigation, very pleased with the performance of the investigators and the SWAT operators. Lean on our partners at the Sheriff's Office, the state police who also assisted us. So very, very happy with that outcome, having the drugs and the guns off of our streets.
Congratulations, both.
Thank you.
Thank you, both guys. And Mike, you already did your engineering report, so we are on to old business, and we don't have any. And so we're on to new business.
Resolution number 2627-19, resolution adopting minutes from last common council meeting.
So moved. Alderman.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Resolution number 2627-20, resolution authorizing mayor to execute dog shelter services agreement with Montgomery County SPCA by Alderman Marticello.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
I will abstain.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution number 2627-21, resolution authorizing mayor to renew a lease agreement with the New York State Senate for Senator Patricia A. Fahey's district office at City Hall by Alderwoman Collins.
Just read the resolve.
Resolved that Mayor Cinquanti is hereby authorized to enter into a aforesaid agreement with the New York State Senate for a 4-year term commencing January 1st, 2027 and ending December 31st, 2030 in the amount of $1,200 annually payable to the city of Amsterdam in equal monthly installments of $100.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Resolution number 2627-22, resolution authorizing agreement to accept ownership of vessel known as Tender 4 from the New York State Canal Corporation by Alderman Marticello.
Please read it.
Whereas NYSCC delivered a tugboat Tender 4 to the city in November 2023, which is displayed at Riverlink Park. And whereas NYSCC wishes to transfer ownership of the vessel to the city at no cost. And whereas a copy of the ownership transfer agreement being attached hereto, it is hereby resolved that the attached agreement with the New York State Canal Corporation is hereby authorized.
So moved. Discussion, please. Call the roll.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins. Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution number 2627-23, resolution authorizing contract renewal Municipal Solutions, Inc. by Alderman Marticello.
Please read the third whereas clause.
Whereas the services provided by Municipal Solutions, Inc. pertain to the goal of borrowing at the lowest overall cost to taxpayers, with the services more specifically pertaining to bond anticipation note borrowing and long-term serial bond borrowing.
Thank you. Any questions? Call the roll.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution number 2627-24, resolution authorizing new renewal period for 5-year contract with New York State Unified Court System by Alderwoman Collins. Whereas, by way of background, Amsterdam City Court is located at the Public Safety Building located at 1 Guy Park Avenue, said building being owned by the City of Amsterdam. And whereas, by way of Resolution 2324-45, entered into a contract for a period of up to 5 years, retroactive to the date of April 1st, 2023, with the New York State Unified Court System relating to interior cleaning, minor repairs, and preventative building and property maintenance services for court facilities. And whereas, pursuant to Section 1 of the contract, New York State Unified Court System seeks to establish a new period of renewal retroactive to April 1st, 2026, and ending on March 31st, 2027, with maximum compensation to the City of Amsterdam for said period being $115,200.
So moved. Call the roll.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Resolution number 2627-25, a resolution scheduling public hearing to consider the submission of an application under the New York State Community Development Block Grant CDBG program for the cleanup and remediation of activities at 24 Willow Street by Alderman Carpenter.
Stacy, just read section 1 and 2 of now therefore be it resolved.
Public hearing date and location. A public hearing shall be conducted by the Common Council on August 18th, 2026 at 5:55 p.m. at City Hall Council Chambers, 61 Church Street, Amsterdam, New York, to hear all interested parties and citizens on the CDBG program and the proposed cleanup activities at 24 Willow Street. Notice of public hearing. The city clerk is hereby authorized and directed to cause a notice of said public hearing to be published in the official newspaper of the City of Amsterdam at least 10 days prior to the date of hearing, in compliance with Section 570.486, Subpart 1 of the Code of Federal Regulations, CFR, and state guidelines.
So moved. Any questions? Roll, please.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Resolution number 2627-26, resolution authorizing interfund loans for upgrades to Shuttleworth Park by Alderman Holliday.
Stacy, if you could just read the fourth whereas, that would be it. Thank you.
Whereas the city has been awarded a state and municipalities SAM grant in the amount of $525,000 for upgrades and enhancements to Shuttleworth Park. The Recreation Department is seeking authorization to allow an interfund transfer as a temporary borrowing between the general fund and the capital fund for this project. The amount transferred must be repaid either in the same fiscal year or the following fiscal year if the transfer takes place within the final 120 calendar days of a fiscal year.
Thank you, Stacy. So moved. Any questions? Call the roll, please.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Resolution number 2627-27, resolution in support of Five Corners and Home Leasing Senior Housing Project for 17 through 19 Edward Street by Alderman Carpenter. Whereas Five Corners Development and NRP Group wish to construct 66 affordable senior housing units at 17 through 19 Edward Street. And whereas this project supports the goals outlined in both the City of Amsterdam's 2026 Comprehensive Plan, which is the most recent comprehensive plan adopted by the city, and the goals outlined in the Northern Neighborhoods Brownfield Opportunity Area. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the City of Amsterdam supports Five Corners NRP Group's senior housing project.
So moved. Any questions?
I do have a question. Why is it necessary we are supporting this now?
Because we supported it last time when they applied for their HCR grant as part of the application process, and they're reapplying because we didn't get it before. So they're reapplying for the HCR grant again, and they want the city council support.
It adds strength to their application.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right, thank you.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Resolution number 2627-28, resolution approving recommendations from the Amsterdam Property Disposition Committee and authorizing the sale of 2 parcels by Alderman Carpenter.
Stacy, just read this third whereas and the fourth whereas, please.
Whereas with regard to 21 Second Ave, the city having received a total of 1 bid from Mathili Madhasiatha in the amount of $1,273, and the PDC having recommended the sale of said parcel to Mathili Madhasiatha for $1,273. And whereas with regard to 11 Edson Street, the city having received a total of 2 bids from Israel Edery in the amount of $1,500 and a bid from Par for the Course Prop LLC in the amount of $1,501, and the PDC having recommended sale of said parcel to Par for the Course Prop LLC in the amount of $1,501.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll, please.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins. Resolution number 2627-29, resolution approving audit by Alderwoman Collins.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Resolution number 2627-30, consent. Resolution awarding contract for the PIN 2650.58 Amsterdam Pedestrian Safety Project to Kubricki Jointa Lime LLC by Alderman Marticello. Whereas,
Just read the last, and now therefore be it resolved.
now therefore be it resolved by the Common Council of the City of Amsterdam that the contract for PIN 2650.58 Amsterdam Pedestrian Safety Project is hereby awarded to Kubricki Jointa Lime LLC located at Wilton, New York for the total base bid amount of $3,222,000.
Thank you. So moved. Is there any discussion? Thank you very much. Call the roll.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution number 2627-31, consent. Resolution budget transfer recreation by Alderman Holliday.
Just read the 2 first whereases, if you don't mind.
Whereas the Recreation Department incurred a $15,500 tree removal expense that was not included in the 2026-27 operating budget. Whereas the Recreation Department had to absorb a $12,064 expense for removing the paint on the boardwalk splash pad.
Okay, thank you, Stacy. So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
So council, can we, the bid opening, Mike, is Monday, correct, for the golf
Yep.
cart?
Monday, 11 a.m.
Can we schedule a meeting for as early as possible next week, a special meeting?
Yeah, I'm bad.
Is a day good, bad?
Tuesday's out for me. Any other day's fine.
Wednesday? Monday afternoon would be too soon?
Probably.
Wednesday? Wednesday?
Wednesday's fine.
Thursday?
I'm fine any day. Wednesday's
I
fine.
like mornings if we could.
Is Wednesday good for you?
Yeah, make it happen.
That's
Anyone
Kelly.
else? We need 3, we would need at least 3 members to form a quorum, and it would have to be a unanimous consent at that point, but
Wednesday morning's fine.
Wednesday's good for you. We got
What about
2.
Kelly?
Do we have a third?
I'll do my best. August is tough.
We'll have 4 of us.
You're not here, Jim, right?
Jim's fine.
When?
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you here?
Next Wednesday.
Wednesday the
coming Wednesday.
12th.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
Well,
so that's 3,
I don't know.
What time?
Possibly.
possibly, impossibly. So, 10 o'clock good? Earlier, 9?
Earlier,
That would be nice.
9?
9.
9 okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
9.
9.
Make sure that puts on Thursdays.
I will.
Put that in my calendar.
Is tonight National Night Out
Yes.
at Veterans?
Yes.
And it's going on right now.
Yes.
So if you have an opportunity to get up to vets, our public safety people are up there doing a great job, and we have a lot of vendors. Swimming pool's open. I think they're show a movie tonight for the kids.
I think so.
Usually there's mass houses.
So it should be a nice, we got great weather.
Motion to adjourn?
Before we wrap it up,
Yeah.
the Waterfront Foundation would like to thank the mayor for his incredible job at 518's Got Talent, our second year. It was an incredible show, and everybody really sung their hearts out. And, you know, I gotta tell you, I really appreciate the work that the mayor puts into emceeing it, because he just doesn't get up there and read from a piece of paper. He really does his research. And as I told the council before you walked in here, if you were allowed to be performing that show, you would have taken first place.
No.
So
It's a mission of love.
thank you very much for all your work.
I appreciate it. Thank you. It was a great show. We appreciate what AWF does for our city.
Okay, call the roll.
Okay.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Wednesday then,
Yep.
at 9:00.
I only do show tunes.
There,
I can see it.
City.
there.
Yes, sir.